Well, it's so nice to hear that, isn't it, from the CEO of the company. And it's the other bit to add to that is when Simon's talking about reinvent this great British icon. We have always believed that it's ridiculous to think that this great public service, which it still is, can't be built upon and can't be here for generations to come. And is what our ambition is, to still have postal workers coming up people's paths in years to come. And I can't see any reason why there shouldn't be. What was attacking Royal Mail, as far as we was concerned, ever since privatisation, was the lack of ambition, and if anything, the sense that people wanted to chop bits off of it. Whereas the conversation now is not. It's about growing that. It's about trying to open up other revenue streams that enable us to protect this great public service. In terms of people being proud to be postal workers, well, that's exactly what we've done. I think what's happening when you have bad trust and bad culture, bad relationships, I think it's draining. It's been draining on the organisation, it's been draining on our people, and we forget. I think our people forget what an amazing job they do. As Simon's already touched on, people being loved and trusted and appreciated on the doorstep, and there's no question of that, the British public, and especially coming out of this pandemic, what they feel of postal workers. But we've always had the reputation that the postal workers always get through extreme weather, everything. Ian Poulter, the golfer, that's what they call him, the postman. He always delivers in the Ryder Cup. The postal workers always get. We should be so proud to be postmen. I am absolutely proud that I was a postman and still consider myself a postman. So to make that relevant for the modern day, to keep that here for people, to create really decent jobs for decent people, and we're now talking about job creation, not decline. It's everything we wanted. This is what, as far as I'm concerned, as a union, this is what we fought for. This is our opportunity, but we've got to take it now. And we've got to stop this draining relationship in the workplace. If we're so trusted, so appreciated, so loved on the doorstep, why don't people feel like that when they're in work? We've got to deal with that. And this survey is a real first chance for anyone to express their views and let us know, because we will then shape initiatives going forward to improve the trust and the culture within the workplace. It's great news to hear people talking about this great British icon with ambition and with a determination to make it seed and still be around for years to come. It's absolutely everything we wanted in terms of us standing up trying to defend it.
Terry, if you don't mind, I'll just add on that. We're doing a day in the life of. When I joined, I had a couple of days within the manager. Angelica in Wimbledon, thank you very much. John, who looked after me when I was down in Cobham as well, thank you very much. But Anna in Sale. Anna, I don't know if you're out there or someone knows who you are out there. But Anna, if you're not on the line, I hope someone lets you know that I name checked you, because it's thanks to Anna that we're actually Anna's doing a test for us. I realize that we ask our delivery office managers to do 126 things a day. That's one thing every 4 minutes. Some days 186 things a day. That's one thing every 2.5 minutes. We give them, I thought it was 206 policies. It's actually 212. The industry standard's 25. And as Terry said, under those conditions, how on earth can some of our frontline managers actually spend the time with the people, building trust, really focusing on what we need to do for the customers? So we do have our part to play as well. And Terry, thank you very much. You reminded me of that. And it's I just wanted to add a little bit more flavor. By the way, new ways of working for the delivery office managers. I'm optimistic about it. The trials are going really well, and maybe it'll be everywhere, maybe September time, also in time for everyone getting perhaps nice shiny new PDAs. Let's wait and see.
There's already initiatives I've seen that Simon's putting in place, and that is the fact that we have this people say it's us versus them, and we have all these type of situations. We know there's some good relationships out there, but I really genuinely believe that local managers especially, but maybe throughout all levels, I don't know so much about that, but I don't think local managers have been allowed to manage. I don't think they've had the autonomy they need. I don't think they've had the support to build relationships. I think we've been in a situation where managers have been sitting in the office all day staring at a computer, when really they should be out in the office working with people. getting solutions from our people, moving forward. Where you see the strongest relationships is where they talk on a regular basis. They talk to each other with respect. They treat people like human beings, and Vicky Verkey, and that's what it is. So I think I can say that I believe Simon's looked at the role of a local manager and some of the things that they've been expected to do during the course of the day, and the demands that have been placed on them from people that are not in the office, not facing that daily situation, have sometimes, I think, put them in an impossible situation. So they don't necessarily need me or want me probably to make any defence of it. But I'm saying, if we're going to change the relationship, then everyone's got to be given the support and the ability to be able to work at that relationship. And equally, a local manager and a local representative and the people locally have got to have a sense of autonomy, that on a daily basis, whatever the challenge is on that day, that they deal with it. And whatever people think are up the chain, then they will have to justify the actions that they took. But given responsibility, they're the ones who actually know the answers. We've always known the best answers come from the workplace, people who are actually doing the job. So, you know, I think we've turned it on its head. And when it's looking at strategy going forward, I think culture was right at the bottom of it. Now we're putting culture and trust right at the top. So there's no use saying we want to be here in 5 years' time, but we haven't changed the culture, because there'll be a drag effect, there'll be a fallout, we haven't improved relationships. So everyone's got to give it a chance. If we've got wrong uns in the organisation, anywhere, if we've got wrong uns, I've said it before, they're going to get exposed, because these surveys will expose it. If there's an office that constantly is telling us, or even on this survey, it's appalling in here, well, we're going to come in and deal with it. So there's no hiding place. So people are going to have to really concentrate and work hard at these relationships and be given, as I say, the autonomy and the support to do it. That's why I think it's going to be different for a local manager.